Hey fellow space explorers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have a little bit different video. I'm trying to investigate which legendary weapons are actually possible in the game. I was recently talking about legendary effects, and even though it was listed on the wiki which weapons can have what, it doesn't seem to be the case with my actual in-game experience. I did I did the crate method and legendary farming with saving and reloading until I get a legendary. It still took days to accumulate 300 legendary weapons for a good sample, what is possible in game without injecting through console command, just obtaining in game what can happen, what can be rolled. And I have a special question for you for help. If you have 1-inch punch weapons, tell me what are those, as it seems like a lot of weapons is excluded from this effect, and some other effects too. So 1-inch punch, what do you have, and what's your platform you play on, and if it's PC, did you obtain it through the gameplay, or did you obtain it thanks to mods you have installed or injected through the console command? So I'm mainly interested what can happen, what can be dropped in game. So you can see I have huge list, so if you are after some particular legendary effect, by the quick look in here I will be able to tell if it's even feasible for you to get this particular weapon, as it does look like not every legendary effect can spawn on every weapon. There are some exceptions, and some effects are way better on one weapon than or the other weapon. So here you can see a huge sample as well as chances of you obtaining the particular effects. When there is a lot of them on this list, like concussive, it means that it's rather easy and common, as this is all obtained naturally. I didn't scrap any legendary weapons. When I was getting a legendary weapon from enemy, I stored it. When I got a legendary weapon through legendary crate spawning method, I stored it. I removed all other weapons that are non-legendary, and I kept every single legendary. Over 300 of those. So you can see when I'm scrolling what is possible, what combinations are actually possible in game, what is not, and what weapons are appearing here. Like snipers somehow do not want to appear. I don't know if those are very rare or I was just unlucky. As you can as well notice, there is not a single cutter. Cutter never appears. From the tools, the arc welder will appear. The cutter will not. And as well, pay attention to the levels, like arc welder, there is no advanced or anything like that. It's always the basic version. The same with riveter. And with some exceptions, like look at the side star. Refined. It doesn't go above refined. Some weapons are locked at refined. Not every weapon is available at advanced. And superior weapons, from my experience, do not exist in game outside of using console command to get a superior weapon. I didn't notice a single superior weapon at all. Advanced is the highest it goes. For some weapons there is refined, that it's the highest that it goes. And for other weapons like tools, there is no prefix at all. It's just basic tool, and it doesn't go up in damage ever. And as you can see, the shotty elemental, that one I like. Elemental and rapid, that's really cool for applying effects. I will be testing some of those weapons later on too, how they perform. I'm trying to scroll relatively fast, so if you are interested in any particular weapon, you can stop and see that. I still need to test, for example, Explosive Coachman. How will that work with Hornet's Nest? How will be the interaction? What will happen? I'm really curious about some weapons and some interesting legendary combinations that are on those. I have a minigun, one really cool one, but it's on the bottom of the list, that I will be certainly running with. Varum weapons, as you can see, yeah, they do spawn, especially pistols and rifles too. The Eon is refined, Equinox is locked at refined. You will not naturally in the game get advanced version of those. They just do not exist. Frenzy, it's not my favorite effect, but it is here. Maybe one day I will convince myself that frenzy is useful. So far I don't. I just prefer if target dies than waiting for the target to kill itself or kill someone else for you. It's not feasible for me. The best effects I'm looking for, it's all stuff with the fire damage or ability to apply more fire damage. So that's what I'm interested the most, not the frenzy. And if you notice the naming, the third star effect, it's always in the name. The first and second star effect are not in the name. They on the list, but they do not go into the name. Unless the weapon is less than 3 star, like purple weapon will have the second effect in the name. And those are the 1-inch punches. As you can notice the rule, there are some rifles and pistol. I don't have a single heavy gun with 1-inch punch, and I don't have a single shotgun with 1-inch punch. I heard that the Varun weapons, pistols and rifles are available. I'm really getting mostly Nova Brass Disruptors, which is still good. Look at the EM damage. It's tripled. For a lot of weapons, 1-inch punch straight up triples the damage, which is crazy. Like even this Equinox. Look what's happening with Equinox spawns with 1-inch punch. It can be actually a really good weapon, even though refined, it's a cap. Then Shattering are overall very good. So you cannot complain on this effect, and as you can see, Shattering, it is quite popular effect. It's spawning a lot and across all the weapons. I'm pretty sure every weapon can get a Shattering effect. So that's a small damage boost and armor piercing effect. I have all types with the Shattering. Shotguns, pistols, rifles, melee, heavy, everything with Shattering in huge quantities. And after the Shattering, Skip Shot. Skip Shot is quite okay, I would say. Every 4th shot is a 2-shot, but it's not a comparison to 1-inch punch. Like, on 1-inch punch, every shot is a 3-shot. When Skip Shot, every 4th shot is a 2-shot. If you get it how it works. And a lot of weapons can have this effect, the Skip Shot, if not all of them. When all of the weapons can have the effect, you can see I have a long list of weapons with this particular effect. And this is a long list. Then I have Tesla. Tesla is surprisingly appearing on explosive weapons. I was sure that it should be excluded from explosive, but maybe I'm wrong. There is a lot of Tesla stuff. Maybe it will be good with fast firing weapons. I still need to test Tesla. And finally, Titanium build, which make the weapons light. It's quite rare. It's not actually common, but I have that. I have Titanium Advanced Microgun, which I intend to use with a stealth build, and I will give it a shot. If someone else have the same idea, that's fine. I'm just letting you know I have that idea too for a long time. I was looting enemies and looking for Titanium minigun for a long time. That was a nightmare to get it, even with crate method. And I'm not using a console command to get it because, as I said, I could add 1-inch punch to a lot of weapons through the console command, but then I don't know if those are even possible. That's the main reason I'm not using console command to make legendary weapons, as then it's like, I don't know if it's exclusive, and that's are my renamed ones. Of course, 1-inch punch. Even with this Nova Light pistol, it suddenly makes it into crazy powerful pistol. So that is everything. I hope you find here on this list you'll be able to find what you are looking for. If not, let me know what else is possible and I don't have here, even though I have over 300 combination of legendary effects. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching and see you all in the next one.